First step we're going to do is scroll down to our Assess dashboard, and we're going to find client's information. And then we're going to click it so that we can enter that window. Next step is we're going to replace all these placeholders with our client's ID. We're only going to use the code name, not the actual client's name. And these are just random code names. These are not actually my client's code names. Next, we're going to fill the prescribed hours. This part is very important because how you enter them depends on how you track. For example, I track by week, so I enter the number of supervision hours I need per week. Some BCBAs prefer to track by authorization periods or monthly totals, so use the method that matches your workflow. I'm going to say that this client receives 3 hours of supervision per week, 1 hour of parent training, and 8 hours of assessment hours. And I'm going to say that all my clients receive the same thing just to make it easier, so I'm going to drag it down by clicking the little circle in the corner of the screen. Next is their date of birth. Again, I'm just filling in random information in here. And see, the age automatically calculates in this column over here once you put in their date of birth. I'm going to fill in for the rest of my clients. I filled in all of the date of births for my clients, and this column automatically calculates how old they are. Now we're going to fill in their insurance. Now we're going to fill in the treatment plan expiration. Some of these categories do have little eyes next to them. It just gives you more information for clarification purposes. So here it says the date refers to the treatment plan's expiration, not its due date. So when the treatment plan expires, not when the treatment plan is due. And as you can see, this client automatically became the first client on the list when they were number 3. The reason for that is because the way that this chart is laid out, the first client with the treatment plan that's going to be due the soonest will go up to the top. So whenever you're modifying the treatment plan expiration date, the order is going to continue to change based on the treatment plan that's due the soonest. And this is really to help you out so that you know which client you need to start to begin to do the treatment plan for. Otherwise, it will be hard to remember keeping up with the amount of clients that you have. Next is the assessment type, and you can pick more than one assessment based on how many assessments you are doing for each client. And as we know, there's a lot of assessments in the ABA field. So if you see that your assessment is not in here, you can just add it in. I'm just going to create a random acronym for an assessment like TLL. I'm going to press create, and now it's in the list. And if you made a mistake and you don't actually want that specific assessment in there, just exit out and click the assessment that you want. Or if you want to take it out of the list, if there's some assessments here that you've never heard of or never used, click the 3 little dots and you can press delete. Also, if there are certain assessments that you use most often and you want to keep it at the top of the list so it's easier for you to locate, just click these 6 little dots and drag it to the top. And another thing you can do to modify this list is changing the colors of the assessments by clicking the 3 little dots, and you can click a different color. Now I'm going to take this out because that's an actual assessment that was just there to show you for an example. Now we have filled in the assessment types, and here you have an option to fill out the technician's name for each client. You can either fill it in this screen, or you can fill it in once we get to the RBT tracker. If you do decide that you want to fill it out in this screen, it's going to show you like this. And what you're going to do is, instead of picking these options, because right now these are the placeholders for when we get to the RBT tracker, you can type in the technician's name here. So let's say her name is Bianca, and you can press new and it automatically populates here. But I recommend to just wait until you get to the RBT tracker, and you can fill in the technician's name there and it will automatically auto-populate into this. If you want to add more clients, all you have to do is press new page and you just add the client's ID and fill out the rest. Let's say that you only have 5 clients, then you can click the box here and you can press the trash can and take out those extra placeholders that you do not need. But for now, we're just going to leave these here and we're going to delete this one. See, now they're gone. Client's availability. This is when they are available to receive therapy. These automatically auto-populated from the information above, but you can edit it by clicking inside the box and put in the time that they're actually available. And then to add more clients, you press new page and just scroll back, click client's ID, and click the client that you want to add, and then add in their availability. What I also recommend on this screen is you organize the client's availability based on when the client is available the soonest to the latest, just so that it is easier for you to track. So for example, this client is available at 7 a.m. on a Monday morning, and this client's available at 8 a.m. and this one is at 10 a.m. So what I would do is click the 6 dots and drag this person up here, then drag this person down here. So now we have them in order based on Mondays. So this client is available the soonest, then is this one, and then goes this one. That way it's easier for you to track when you need to see when you should be supervising a client. That's the full client information setup. Once this is filled out, it connects with the other sections in the Caseload Manager automatically.